Bible says, my king is the king of the Jews. He's the king of Israel. He's the king of righteousness. He's the king of the ages. He's the king of heaven. He's the king of glory. He's the king of kings. And he's the Lord of lords. That's my king. I want you to know it. My king is a sovereign king. No means of measure can define his limitless. He's endurably strong. He's entirely sincere. He's eternally steadfast. He's immortally graceful. He's imperially powerful. He's impartially merciful. Do you know him? He's the greatest phenomenon that has ever crossed the horizon of this world. He's God's Son. He's a sinner's Savior. He's the centerpiece of civilization. He's unparalleled. He's unprecedented. He is the loftiest idea in literature. He's the highest personality in philosophy. He's the fundamental doctrine of true theology. He's the only one who qualifies to be at all sufficient Savior. I wonder if you know him today. He supplies strength, love, he's a capable of the and the pride. He sympathizes and he saves. He strengthens and sustains. He taught and he guides. He heals the sick. He clears the leper. He forgives sinners. He discharges debtors. He delivers the captives. He defends the people. He blesses the young. He serves the unfortunate. He regards the aged. He rewards the distant. And he purifies the people. Our Lord is immortal. He's the key to knowledge. He's the wellspring of wisdom. He's the doorway of deliverance. He's the pathway of peace. He's the doorway of righteousness. He's the highway of holiness. He's the gateway of glory. He's the
Yes, God is able. No one can contain him. Oh, hallelujah. And this morning in Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20, it says, now to him, the glory be to God, who by his mighty power at work within us is able to do far more than, everybody say more than, we would ever dare to ask or even dream of, infinitely beyond our highest prayers, desires, thoughts, and hopes. May God bless the reading of His Scripture this morning. Now, if I would put a title of the sermon this morning, I would put it this way: our God is bigger. Sorry, our God is bigger. He's bigger than. Now that sign talks about greater than. That's the God that we are serving. He is bigger. And that video clip was so powerful, and that was so true as well. Now, how many of you believe and agree with me that the God that we're serving is a bigger God? Amen. So please let it sink into your spirit this morning. Ang Ginoo nga atong gipangalagaran, dako ng Diyos. Hindi mo mabutang sa imong hunahuna. You can't contain it. Hindi mo mapakuptan, hindi mo masabtan. That's why, kung naman ka sa sitwasyon na maruwa ka sasagot, okay ra kay ang Ginoo, dako yun kaayo ang Ginoo iyang pamaagi, dili murag malisang tao sa iyang pamaagi. Because He's bigger. That's who He is. Now, one of the Ephesians, He is able to do, and the things that He does, it's more than, beyond sa ato ang comprehension, beyond sa atong capacity, beyond sa atong ability nato. Kaya na, A.W. Tozer was right when he said, sometimes when we get overwhelmed, we forget how big God is. Is that true? It might be true right now in your very situation. Na sa tungod usahay ma-overwhelm ta o mapunog ta usahay sa kabalaka, na karon kabuntag pakatanan mo galingon unsa man ang nakapuno sa imuha, unsa man ang nakapalisang sa imuha karon, what overwhelms you? You might be in an overwhelming debt. You might be in an overwhelming news. Dili lanin. Kaya lang usahay lagi sa kabalo man tadaan bang ang Ginoo nako makahimong gamanan. Kaya lang usahay lagi pag naata sa realidad, when reality is hitting us hard in this life, sometimes we tend to forget. Mamalitan nato ang kamaayo sa Ginoo. Malimutan nato ang kadako, ang gawhanan, ang gahom sa Ginoo na nagpamilihok sa tuwa. I hope and I pray that this morning, wherever you are, whatever you are doing today, that this will sink into your heart, and let this be a prophetic word to you, that our God is bigger. Our God is bigger than whatever you are in today, whatever battles you're fighting, whatever circumstances that you are hurtling, or it's nagababak sa imuha karon, o nagapugong sa imuha karon, kung sa mga limitasyon that limits you, whatever it is, God is way bigger than that. He's way bigger. In other words, He's still in control. Sometimes we tend to start questioning or asking or pangtanon ang pagkaginoo sa Ginoo of Him being God. When situation overwhelms us, people tend to question Him being God. Inana ko ba parehan ako sa akin? Pag naay mga dagko kaya mga giatubang sa kinabuhi, Ginoo pa maghapon ka? Napapaghapon ka Ginoo? Now people tend to ask. We start to doubt His words when we can't seem to see the end of the road. Pag medyo dili klaro sa tuwa, unsay tumoy, unsay resulta, unsay kahihinatnan, we tend to question God. We tend to doubt His very words, His promises, even His presence. No, pag di na nato makita na sa sitwasyon, you might be in a journey right now, and you started well, pero sa tunga-tunga, kung ba nakakasabot, and you wanted to give up, you wanted to throw the white towel in, because you can't even see kung sino sa tumoy. No, kung resulta sa sitwasyon karon, and gumananing enhanced community quarantine, mga kabalo, wala pa ba kayo negosyo? Basin ko lang magsugod na po kag-usa, makabayad pa ba kasi kung mga bayro nun? No, maulian pa ba ka? Magkatayon pa ba mo? Hindi ka nasabot. No. I mean, it is just so overwhelming when we dare to doubt the very promise, the very words of God. Then to think, kaya ba naman matadaan that the heaven and earth will pass away, but His word will never ever pass away. It will accomplish His purpose. Kaya lang reality hits you hard. Bang! Duda na ka. Tama ba ba niya? Now that you are serving God, that doesn't guarantee that you will never doubt His words. Hello? Sometimes, managad na sa inyo, you might be in the ministry, you might be serving the Lord for the longest time. Kaya nang tungod ani nga sitwasyon, critical nga sitwasyon, you might start to question God or your calling. There might be pastors watching right now, and they're thinking, tawag pa ba ni sa Ginoo? Tama pa ba ni ginabuhat sa Ginoo? No, tama pa ba ni kaming duha sa kahayag ng murag kagit-git naman karon? Is this still God's plan for me? Tama ba ni nga negosyo? Tama ba ni nga trabaho? No, kawa naman kay duty-duty. Tama ba kay trabaho? Tama ba ni negosyo? Kawa na kay abri-abri? I mean, there's so much to take in when reality hits you. You probably are raising your children right now. Sa bata pa, lamig kayo, cute kayo. Pero pag napuna, kusog na kayo mutuwa, ako, magaling anak. Kinsa mo ginalima? You might start to question God. Him being God. We begin to have second thought when we are in uncomfortable and unfavorable situations. No, pagbuhan na tayo, duman natin sa Ginoo pa man ni. Is this still part of the plan of God? Or is this a trap of God's plan? You started to throw second thoughts, having second thoughts. No, kung nalay, wala ka ulit mo ang banag sa iyo siguro, magduda naman na yun, asa ka ganun? Asa ka ganun uli ka? Ano ka ulit? Ulit, kinaptag ko, I don't know what happened. Along the way, now our boat starts to experience a rocking. Your marriage probably is on the rocks. Imong health karon is questionable. No, you're seeing symptoms that you are not liking it. Di ko kayo pa sa mga nasa yung sitwasyon karon. But one thing I know, our God is bigger. Amen. Our God is bigger. He is bigger. Even if you're having, could you imagine the life of Job? He was that was overwhelming situation. A bad report after one unto another. Na, ikaw lang ganik, sa ganik ka daw ang bad report. Nga siya lahi. He is not seeing you anymore. He doesn't have time. You know, this is focus na. Give me some space. And then you give up? Come on. Come on, Cinnamon. So, what are the reports, the bad reports that you are starting to receive? No, pinanakot namatay. Nanang silingan di kuha ng astronaut. No, hindi. Fully geared. Pagkuha, astronaut na yung silingan. And you started to rattle. You started to freak out. Now, if you are the person today, you have come to the right place. You have tuned into the right life today. Because I'm pretty sure this is for you. I'm not just sharing it to anybody. I'm preaching this as well to myself. Okay, dito kayo di ba, ma-extend na po ni, karoon na lang maning ang enhanced community quarantine, karoon na lang maning 19, o kung ano na katapusan, o nakapag yung katapusan, o katapusan na gini. You don't know. So much to process, so much, one after the other. When Job reported na yung negosyo na rin, namatay ang baboy, namatay ang mga bakti, namatay ang nanay, namatay ka na. And then yung mga anak nakamatay. That was so much to take in. And he started even to question God. He even said, ang Diyos naghatag ang Diyos body. Because at some point, he started to believe that our God is a taker. No. God is a giver. He's not a God who takes away. He's a God who gives. He keeps giving. Kaya na, pag overwhelmed tayo sa sitwasyon, we suddenly believe, our thoughts suddenly filled with clouds, and we thought that it was all God. Ang Ginoo mo ito nagpatay sa imong silingan, mo ito nagpatay sa imong ani, mo na nawan ka negosyo, kaya Ginoo nagkuha ini. Hey, remember friends, God is not the God who takes away. He might allow stuff, He might allow situation to bug us, but He never intends to take away anything from us. He gives. That's who He is. That's His nature. He's bigger than your thoughts. You thought that marriage is beyond mending? Come on. Our God is bigger. You thought that your situation, your health is beyond, because that's what the doctor is saying, it's irreversible. Hey, our God is bigger than that. He is bigger. And we might be overwhelmed with situations nga nagapaghinabo sa tuwa that tends us to forget. But let me remind you how big God is. How big God is. Do not doubt. Don't let those dark clouds that sa imong mind nimo. No, ayaw sugot atong bad reports, ayaw sugot atong mga bad things that happen. Don't let those words will convince you na ginatigo ka sa Ginoo, ikastigo ka sa Ginoo, gibiyaan ka sa Ginoo. Hey, God can never do that. He is love. God is love. How can the God that is love hates you so much? That's a lie of the devil. He hated sin with passion, but He loves the sinners with compassion. So this morning, how big God is? We started because He is bigger. Our God is bigger. He is bigger. Now, you might start to ask, how big is He? How big God is? In 1 Corinthians 29, 10 to 13, David would answer you this way. He said, how David started. He said, there in front of the whole assembly, in front of the whole congregation, in front of all the people, King David praised the Lord. And here comes David, king, renowned king, famous, dato, patahan, but never ashamed of giving praise to God. Pasalamat sa Ginoo. Kita ko sa iyo, magintay inilaw, magintay klaro ganing ang income. Di pa ta magtawa sa Ginoo, sampit sa Ginoo. But David praised the Lord. He said, our God, Lord God of our ancestor Jacob, may be praised forever and ever. He said, you are great and powerful, glorious, splendid, majestic. That's the God, that's how he sees God. That's who He is. He said, you are great. Dako ka na Diyos, gamahanan ka na Diyos, mahihimaya. Ikaw ang Diyos sa himaya, sa kanindot, sa kaanyag, sa katahong. That's who He is. There's no ugly in the Lord. In another version it says, He is beautiful. God is one. Kung wala ka sa Ginoo, magwapa, magbuhang, because that's who He is. Napapakuha mo ba? His very nature rejects you. His glory rejects you. That's who He is. Kung nanakailasan niya sa Ginoo, makita niyo bitaw, you stop doing crazy stuff. And you start doing great things. Not because you are told to, not because you have to, but just because that's who He is. He deserves it. He said in verse 11, everything in heaven and earth is yours. See, God owns everything. David understands. He said, yes, I've got this kingdom, little kingdom, you have entrusted in me, Lord, but God, you're greater than this. Wala man siguro kay gingharian karon sa Ginoo, pati siguro sa imong balay, siguro ikaw ang hari, ikaw ang tambana. Nahingo ra kang joker, pero God is bigger. He said, heaven and earth is yours, and you are the king, supreme ruler over all. And in verse 12, I love this, he said, in verse 12, he said, all riches and wealth come from Him. Mawalaan man karon sa mga income nimo nako, masiguro nawala sa imo karon, pero mas dako ang ato ang Ginoo. He's bigger. In other words, di man siguro di ka kadawat nga inanin mo hitabo sa imo karon, pero I'm telling you, there is God is still in control. He is still in control. And He said, you rule everything by your strength and power, and you are able. God is able. He is not disabled God. He's got abilities in Him that we need, that we lack. He's an ability to make anyone great and strong. You might see yourself at this very moment so weak, so left out, abandoned, rejected. But hey, as long as you've got God in your side, as long as you hold on to God, at any moment, just a split second, the blink of an eye, He can make you great again. If many people in America believes when Trump runs, let's make America great again. So many people right now even not convinced yet. But hey, God can make you great again. Your marriage can be great again. Your health can be great again. Your income can, it can be great again. It's in the power of His hands. It's in the power of the hands of our God, because He is bigger. Our God is bigger. He said, we give things now. I like how he said in verse 13, now our God, it's not later, it's now our God. We give you thanks and we praise you that you're glorious. Samtang wala pa man siguro na baniog mong pangalan, wala pa man sikat ang isundan ng negosyo, karon palang daan, pasalamat because God is a bigger God. He's got bigger ideas. He can blow out something that is too small. He can zoom it out. He can make it stand out amongst the rest. He can make it great. The devil may have tried to steal from you. Naman siguro yung mga gibuhat ng yawas yung mga has destroyed some part of you. Your heart probably has wounded, destroyed. But God can make it great again. He can make it great again. No, imong pamilya siguro nimo, imong mga anak, medyo naundang sa eskwela karon, mga kabalo, mapadayon sa eskwela. Ikaw mismo siguro, you might be a student and you've been wondering, you start to doubt, eskwela mo kan, di na yun siguro kuhaan ba? Or probably you are a young person, lampas ang kalendaryo, maminyo, kumakuhaan yun. Eh, God is bigger! Hallelujah! Nang ganaman na rin mga siblings, ang unang sa pagkasala mo, kaslan pa magkakaroon. But I don't let those situations overwhelm you. Never forget that our God is bigger. Do you see how big He is? That's the God that we are serving. He is a bigger God. And that leads me to my second point. God is bigger than you can imagine. He is bigger. My first point, brother. He is bigger than you can imagine. The God that we're serving is bigger. He is bigger. He can make. David said that sa Ginoo ang gigantaran ang kalangitan o yuta, heavens and earth, it's in the Lord. He can make riches, fame. That is all. Di ka na sa Ginoo ang kusog, di ka na sa Ginoo ang idea, di ka na sa Ginoo. Kung nakakagaling mga nangawala sa imuha, and it is so overwhelming, pila ka milyones ang nawala ng anon sa imuha, ng pila ka mga tao, pasakit sa imuha, pila ka mga tao ang saligan, kapila na ka ni asa, pagpintira ka gipang-asa, murag wag na gipang-asa. But hey, our God is bigger. He is great. He can make you great again. No, isa lang na, kahatagan sa Ginoo, matulog lang itulog na lang mo na. Pagtulog di mo, God will meet you in your dream. And suddenly, God will give you an idea. Tagaan na lang kalit sa Ginoo, formula, usama pagpuksa, no? Pagtambal sa COVID-19. Hallelujah! What do you think will happen to your finances? Definitely, He will go bigger, larger. Hindi ka kahibalo ba? No, somebody, you start small, mo, negosyo mo, and suddenly God will send one person. But you are just one opportunity away for your breakthrough. Oh, I'm telling you, this is not the right time to quit and give up. Isa lang, one opportunity away. Because our God is bigger. Our God is bigger. No? Hindi ka kahibalo ba? I have a friend, pastor, I have a friend pastor. We had a discussion one time. Sa naman rin, may mga trabahante, may mga hinabang ikan sa gobyerno. May pa mga byuda. Ang mga pastor namin, wala may DSWD. Wala may duling yung kanuulan. No, pero ang Ginoo, I told him, pastor, di ka kayo malo. Isa lang lang kabuba. Nga, offering niya, nalay ko padala nito, offering is mag-blank check na pirmado. Nga na, isulod po. Tarang yung Bible, hallelujah. Di ka kayo malo ba? It will only take somebody to just knock on your door. Natin ka malo pag-abuti mo ito. It will only take a moment, an opportunity. Di ka kayo malo, you are so down, you're so dry, probably you're so worried. And suddenly, makasakay niyo mo galit sa motor, ang imo forever. Di ka kanina. No, oh, that's one moment. No? You just say you don't know. But God knows because He is bigger. Our God is bigger than you can imagine. Hallelujah. That's why the devil will try to steal your moment from dreaming dreams of God, dreaming great things of God. You think that the devil may whisper to your ears and tell you there's no way out. But you start to imagine, no, there's a way out. There's a way out. Di ka kabalo, asa magigan, there's a way out. Asa man daw eh, mangyarayaw, asa man daw eh, wala na kayo ginagin, wala na kayo mga friends, wala na nag-text sa inyo, wala na kayo load, di mo ka-reply. Hey, there's a way out. The next thing you would know, wala man siguro kayo load, di ka-reply. Pero naman may manuwag. God will start to ring your phone. He will just start to ring your phone. Because you are just one moment. But you can imagine. Naunaan mo there's a way out. And then suddenly, nabuwan sa Ginoo mo yun ang naunaan mo makakaong lagi ko. God will give us this day our daily bread. But God will give you a bakery. Oh, He will give you not just daily bread. He will give you bakery. He will give you grocery. Oh, come on. You let your mind start to work today. I'm not just trying to tickle your ears here. I'm trying to stir up your faith. You got to believe once again. Because God is able to do beyond measure, beyond you can imagine, more than you can ever think of. That's the God that you're serving. Bona ang Diyos nga ito ang gipakalagaran karon niya kamutan. At this very moment, He is bigger than your past and present combined. God is bigger. Nahuna siguro ka because kung ang isang tao started to feel overwhelmed with the current situation, they started to think of the past victories, past success pumunta sa una. I remember the people of Israel in the time of Exodus, they started to complain to Moses and say, pumunta sa una dito sa Egypto. Bahalang isod, pero makakaon ni kami din sila tagbaptas ka rin karon. Parang ikaw siguro karon. The moment na halagad ka sa Ginoo, you start to feel uncomfortable, unfavorable, discomfort, and then suddenly, you will think, may pumunta sa una na ako nangalagad sa Ginoo. Kainom pa man hubog pa man mi. Kung nangalagad sa Ginoo, hindi na kapit ang sampo. Sa una, kondisyoner pa kami. Sa naman yun, may bato sa una, okay, isa, kanuha mo kong kawiyan, karoon ba na dyan? Sa naman yun. Dagal ko kong kwarta sa una, pero wala naman. Wala yung tahon na ako ng mga gagahapon ba? But hey, let me tell you this, God is bigger than your past. He's bigger even than your present. He's way bigger. Tapos sige, una siguro makalaogan sa una nga nakimusudan nga ron, memorize mo lang. Inom-numan itong kahapon kasudan. Kami yan kasudan kahapon na rin, walang kasudan. But hey, our God is bigger than your past and present combined. He is bigger than your worries and wounds. Basta ko, ang Ginoo, kasi mo, kabalaka niyo mo ba? Gano'n ginagawa niyo mga kabalaka? Kasi yung kagumahuna. Started today, fill your mind, fill your thoughts. Na una-una niyo sa kamay mo sa Ginoo. Nasa mga pamaagi. And He's bigger than your worries and even your wounds and hurts niyo. Ano, nasa mga galagod sa sitwasyon. Ano, nasa mga galagod sa presidente. Ano, wala kayo supporter. Wala ka na bugas. Nasikag yaw-yaw sa barangay kapitan. Sikag reklamo. The more ka magsireklamo, the more ka nabansin ka, the more ka magsingiyo ka ng complain, singiyo problema, musabot mo ang sitwasyon. Why not today? Wala na sulit mo kaldero, may mo start to worship the Lord. God, I know you're bigger than this. Lord, kabalo ko Ginoo, mas dako makaanay Ginoo ba? Mas dako ka sa provision sa, thank God for the initiative of our government na naghahatagan sa mga NGOs, sa mga private companies, or individuals who's giving out. But our God is way bigger than that. He's way bigger than that. He can get you out from that situation. He can get you out from the mess. He can heal your wounds. God is bigger than your wounds. Pasayluan ng pinanaman at uwi, balik-balik na ng kahanan. Siya nakamupo na, ikaw ang pag-yun. She's hearing, she's able to hear bigger things. He's able to ask bolder. He said, if I will touch the hem, maguhitan lang nato. She did a boulder, a great, a daring